Come on, and move it over.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is To Keep for Cancer, and I feel totally nude right now, or naked. Look at this. I do not usually go out looking like this, let alone go on camera for thousands of people to see. But for you guys, you asked, I'm giving it to you. This is a get ready with To Keep for Cancer today. And instead of just doing the get ready part, so it's not all just focused on me, I am going to do a question and answer time as well. And I put on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram, I said, ask me anything. And so you guys did. Now, this is the deal. If you do not hear your question, it's not because I don't want to answer it. It's because you guys gave me 92 questions. I had no idea that there would be that many. So we are going to get through as many as we can while it takes me, well, the time that it takes me to put my makeup on. Okay, so let's get right into it and let's get ready. I'm going to read the first question really quick. It says, this is from Gabriella Nedescu. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I apologize, Gabriella. Beautiful name, by the way. It says, hi, Jody. I would like to know if you got any metabolic approach to your specific cancer besides chemo. Did you take supplements, over-the-counter medications, diet, juicing? Okay. I did have immunotherapy with my cancer, with my chemo, also chemo brain. And I did a trial that included a metabolic approach, and it didn't go well. All right. Did you take any supplements, over-the-counter medication, diet, and juicing? Yes. Vitamin D, mega dosing of vitamin C, B12, a little bit of iodine because I am vegan, so I have to add that into my diet. All over the counter. At different times during different phases of my treatment, I have had a whole bunch of other stuff, but that pretty much is, a probiotic that I put in my juice. I do juicing. Only green juicing, not fruit juice. So I put kale and cucumber, romaine, lettuce, and 1 green apple, and I juice that, and I have either 1 to 3 small juices every day. All right, now let's get started with the fun stuff. All right, as you know, anything that you put in your body as a cancer patient, we should really be aware and have it be as pure as we can, because we don't want the toxins to get in there along with all the other toxins, and it's just, for anybody, it's not a good idea to have a bunch of extra crap floating around in your system, right? So what I do with my makeup, I'm extremely picky. I use only Bare Minerals, and I have tried every single kind of makeup. Let's see if I can get this up there. Mineral that there is out there for the last 20 years, and I always go back to Bare Minerals. And no, they are not sponsoring this video. It's just what I use. Okay, so let's just start with that. What I did, I put this on before, so it kind of speed things up. This is a Prime Time. It is just a gel. Let's see if you can see it. It's just like a creamy, like a smooth, silky gel. And I put that in on my face, and I let it sit for like 10 minutes before I put my makeup on. And then I get started, and it's the easiest thing in the world. Let's see. This one's called Fairly Light. But what I do is I get a light one, I get a dark one, and I get a medium one. And that lasts usually all year, sometimes more than a year, and I mix them to depending on what my complexion is doing at that time. Right now it is British white, so we're gonna do Fairly Light. So what I do is I just put a little bit in there, the powder. I don't use cream foundations. I don't I don't like the feel of them on my skin. This stuff actually is like having a mud mask on your face, and by the time you take it off at night, your face is super smooth and better than when you put it on. So here we go. All I do, I put a little bit everywhere, and let me see, I'm gonna have to look in the mirror a little bit, see if I get it right. Just kind of put it wherever I want it, and then I just start buffing it in. So there is, now it's hard to tell, it's so pale. Anyway, and then I put a little bit more through the T-zone because that's where I seem to get a little bit more yuck. And on my chin, like that. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but that's all I do for face makeup. And let me put that away. And let's go on to the next question. Let's see. Oh, okay. It says, "Hi Jody, I have always wanted to learn sign language, but there has always been something in my way. I have a question. Is it difficult to learn? How is it for you? And can you easily make a living from it?" And this is coming from sunny London, and it's hard to learn at all. In fact, I learned it pretty quickly. I don't know. I had a passion for it. I forgot to put the underneath my eyes. Okay, for me, it wasn't hard to learn, but it does take a long time and you do have to go to schooling for it. So I learned first and started working before I started going to school for it, which is really backwards, I know, but I met a deaf lady at church and she started teaching me. My dad is also deaf and hard of hearing or deaf. And so it was a given. He did not learn sign language until later on in life. He used his oral communication and reading lips. So yeah, I don't think it was hard at all. It's just like anything. You just got to put your mind to it and do it. And yes, you can make a very good living at it. There's a lot of different fields and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I raised a family of 4 on it while my husband was out of work for a couple of years, and so I would say yes, it's a good living. Okay, now the eyebrows. See, my eyebrows are very patchy and stuff. Oh, before we do the eyebrows, Summer Artiller, my granddaughter's my assistant today, found it. Now underneath the eyes, I do not like using anything thick because I'm old, I'm aging. And as we age, anything that goes underneath your eyes, you get like all crinkly and yucky. So what I do is I get Bare Minerals, it's called Bare Pro. This is actually for when you work out, just for your whole face. But what I do is I get it one color lighter, and then I just put a teeny dab on my fingers, and then I put it underneath my eye and on top of my lid. So it can kind of have something for the eyeshadow to adhere to. All right, now it looks kind of funny right now, but I promise you it'll get better. So anyway, I do that for underneath my eye. And this is also sweat proof and waterproof. So, it doesn't like get all icky and stuff. And that's called Bare Minerals Bare Pro. And it's really good for your complexion and also around the eyes. Now, what I do is I get Bare Minerals. Let's see, it's kind of like, you know how they do the contouring and stuff? I don't really do that. I don't know, I kind of do my own thing. This is called Warmth, and it's by Bare Minerals again, of course. And what I do, it's a pretty dark, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, pretty dark color, but I like it that way because I work on camera and stuff. And then I kind of look for my natural, like indentation, and like where my, you know, like right here you can see a dent in my face. And no, nobody hit me. So I just kind of take it in there. And I think I better use my mirror for this one. And then I just kind of blend it in. And again, with Bare Minerals, you just want to go in a circle and really buff it in, because if not, it'll just sit on top of your skin, and it'll look all powdery and yucky, and you do not want that. Okay, so it looks really, really dark right now, but I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick. Now, I just put a little bit on the top. So it's like a bronzer. And underneath there. Woohoo! All right, now one more thing. Let's get another question out. All right, it says, "Hi Jody, I love your channel. You are a beautiful being inside and out." Aw, well thank you. This is Fernanda. I would like to know, after receiving your triple negative diagnosis, has anyone in your family been tested for the BRCA1, BRCA2 gene mutation? And I assume you have. Okay, that's a good question. And I have three sisters. There's four of us girls, and I of course did. And my one sister, my baby sister, did get tested, and she was negative for it. My other sisters, my two sisters, did not test. They didn't feel the need to. They would just kind of, if it happened, it happened, and then they would deal with it. So that was their take on it, and I respect that. So yeah, okay. And let's do one more question really quick. Whoops, all right, at the top. Okay. Okay, since I was the spouse, hearing the diagnosis at the same time as my husband, I was the one that became hysterical. How did your husband handle the news, and how is he handling your health right now? All right, well, the first time that I was diagnosed, we had our son who we had just put into hospice, and my husband's dad had just passed away. So my news was, we were all numb basically. So I think the main thing for him, he was in disbelief and numb. And he's not a crier. He doesn't break down and cry. You know, he's an ex-police officer, and you know, they're not like prone to emotion usually. But I think he was just in complete disbelief and just could not believe it was happening on top of everything else, and at such a young age, because I was only 34 at the time. So as you can see, I did my eyebrows, and I use Revlon. I don't even know what I use, and it's Revlon, and it is one of those stay forever things, you know. So I do that on my eye. I just kind of fill in whatever, follow the line that's already there. And I have to tell you guys, I did have my eyebrows tattooed about 7 years ago. And so they're still very, very lightly, I can kind of see where the line goes. So I just follow that, and it seems to work, you know, pretty good for me. And then after I do that, I have this, because my eyebrow hair is growing back, and I'm extremely happy about that. I do a Wonder Brow. And I just quickly, you guys get the drift. All right. So, and this one I got off Amazon. I got all of this off of Amazon, by the way. And this is a trick that I'm going to tell you. You can go to the Bare Mineral counter and get this, and they will try to upsell you everything and anything, and you will walk out with 100 and something bucks in your pocket, and all you wanted to do was get one thing. So what I do is I go on Amazon and I get it, I search around, and they have cheaper prices, less expensive, and no one's gonna push anything on you that you do not want. So I'm gonna drop a link to everything that I bought down below, and it's all on Amazon. So if you would like to get any of these products, I am not sponsoring it or anything. I just like it, but I made it easy for you guys. All you have to do is click the link and go. Okay, so the next thing that I do is this is called Mineral Veil. And the Mineral Veil is a super, 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 super fine powder that just absolutely, I don't know, it makes your whole face, like the oils and stuff on your face, just completely neutralizes it, and it makes everything stay like crazy. And I really concentrate a lot on my T-zone because I have very, very oily skin. So I do that. And then also I blend in I think that's good. I blend in all this with the Bare Minerals too. And you can put like a whole bunch on, or you can just put a teeny tiny dab. You don't even have to use it. I work on camera and I get really hot because the lights are on me, so, I use that. Okay, next question. Okay, Jody, this is from Lori J. It says, Jody, when you first was diagnosed, was the tumor a random finding, or were you experiencing symptoms of an illness that led you to go to the doctor? That's a great question as well, Lori. And actually, I had been watching the Oprah Winfrey Show. I had my 2-year-old baby girl, and I was trying to get her down for a nap. So I was watching the Oprah Winfrey Show and drinking iced tea. And on there, they had a woman that was trying to find homes for her 2 kids because she was dying of breast cancer and she was young. And of course, I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out. And at the end of the show, they showed you how to do a self-check on your breast. And they said, you're never too young to do this. So that night I was laying in bed and I thought, this is kind of stupid, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I was feeling around and I found a marble. It felt like a marble underneath my arm, where my arm and my breast kind of meet. And that's how I found my cancer. Thank you, Oprah Winfrey, for doing the awareness shows. And it is not too young. You're not too young ever to do breast checks. The minute you get boobs, start checking them. So, okay. Now I'm going to go on to my eyeshadow. This stuff I got on Amazon. It's just like some cheap. It's called Paradise Enchanted. I don't know, it just has some really pretty colors, because a lot of times I just put eyelashes on and I don't wear any kind of eye makeup or eyeshadow. But for today, I'm gonna show you what I do when I do wear my eyeshadow. So what I do is I take, and these are all MAC brushes. I've had them for years and years and years, and they just keep going like crazy. They go forever. I wash them in Dawn dishwashing soap, and they don't fall apart or anything. This is just kind of a rounded, let me show you. This is just kind of a rounded brush. And what I do is I go in, let's be daring today and go in with a dark color. So we're gonna go in with a dark, kind of a burgundy color. And, okay, I'm gonna have to use this, sorry guys. And what I do is I just kind of go in, let me show you here. It's not anything too fancy. All right, now I see how I just only do this part. I don't do this part right here. And there's Bentley again. Okay, and then I do the same on the other eye. And again, I don't, let me see if I can do it over here so you can see. I just go in the crease of my eye. I do not go on the lid. Yeah. And it just kind of gives you a depth, you know, so your eyes kind of pop out a little bit more instead of blending in. So let's see if you can, see that? All right, and what I do is I just let this part just be the natural color. I don't put any eyeshadow on it. Now at nighttime, if you do want to do that, let's pretend like we're going out and we do want to do that. We could take a light color like a peach and we could just put it along the edge here, or the lid rather. All right. See? And then it makes it pop out even more. Now on the right underneath the brow is a really cool place to put a little bit more of a perk me up. It just gives you just a little bit of, I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. So that's all I do to my eyes, like that. And sometimes I'll put a little color underneath, but I kind of prefer not to, because since I'm an aging person and I've got like the little bags and stuff, I don't want anything dark under there because then, it's not a good idea. Okay, on to another question. All right. Les Moore says, I know how much us grandparents love our grandchildren. I'd like to know what things, beside hanging out with them, good one. You knew what I was going to answer before I even answered it. What do you and your husband like to do to unwind? And what's your favorite outfit in your closet? You stuck two questions for the price of one in there. All right, well, my husband and I are very involved in our church. So I used to sing on the worship team for many years, for 20 years, and lately, because of being sick, I haven't. And if I could, that would be, before my time comes, that would be probably my deepest desire, would be able to sing again. So singing, we sing together at weddings. We used to sing together at weddings, and that's how we met, was singing. So we sing and we do music together. Also, let's see, movies. We love to watch movies. We love to binge watch Netflix and just curl up with a yummy vegan pizza. And that's, one other thing we love to do. We used to go like skydiving. That was something we enjoyed doing. When things are open, we like to go out to eat. Hang with the family is the number one thing, always, always, always and forever. So yeah, we're kind of like boring. We don't really do too much other than what normal people, I think, do. So, and my favorite outfit in my closet. Well, let me tell you, I am in love with white dresses. And last season, I bought a white eyelet lace or I can't say it. Anyway, eyelet lace dress, and it's kind of a baby doll dress, so it's kind of short, so it shows your legs off, but it doesn't show anything else out. That's my favorite outfit in my closet right now, and I can't wait till it gets warm enough to wear it. And when I do wear it, I will show it to you guys. All right, so done with this. Now, this is the last thing that I do. I go ahead, and this is, this is some blush. See, I don't really like a lot of blush, but sometimes it just, even though it doesn't look like you need any blush because you've got the bronzer on, sometimes just a little tiny bit of a pop. Like, not below, but right here, right here. Okay. Whoop, I did it right. And I just kind of, I don't know. I don't like a lot of it. And then I just kind of blend it out a little bit. But it just kind of gives it a little bit more of a perk. Now, when I'm feeling fancy, like really fancy, I use, it is MAC, and it is a highlighter, and it is almost gone. But what I do is I just kind of put a little bit on my cheekies, just above the cheeks, right here. So when the light hits down, like if I'm at work on camera or anything, then it just kind of shows up. And then I go, boop, on the end of my nose. I know it looks funny right now, but I'm going to show you something. And then I do the top of my lip. All right, now, this is the fun part. I take a little bit of the warmth, okay, and I use a little tiny bit, and then I go down. I'm going to try to do this where you can see it. I just kind of highlight the ends of my nose because I happen to have a big nose, or not a huge nose, but I got my grandpa's nose, and he's got like a skinny nose and then a little bit of a bulb on the end of it. So I just like to kind of minimize grandpa's nose a little bit. Can you see that? Okay. And then it also makes this kind of show up a little bit. All right, now the last thing I will do after I read another question. Okay. Okay, Maria Yitterness says, "Hi, sweetie. Just wondering, how is your husband doing? Does he get brain tired? I'm sure he feels he should protect, but he can't. We love you and just want to hear a little bit more about your sweetheart." Aw. Okay, my sweetheart, I asked him that question, and he said that he gets frustrated. He gets tired. It's again and again and over and over. And yeah, he does. He gets frustrated. And what else did you say, honey?
Depressed.
Depressed. He gets depressed over it. I get depressed over it. I don't think you can fight cancer and know that your wife has stage 4 cancer and not feel a little bit depressed. If he didn't feel depressed, I would feel a little worried. So yeah, but we deal with that depression with a lot of prayer, a lot of family time, a lot of time with us together, a lot of time on our knees. So there you go. Okay, now let's see. Oh, forgot my eyelash stuff. All right, for eyelash, whatever, I don't know. I just buy whatever. This I got on Amazon. It's called L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. And I do not have good lashes at all. They fell out when I had chemo the last time, and they didn't want to go back. So a lot of times I just use magnetic lashes, and I will show you those in a minute. But usually I just kind of wiggle a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom. And really there's not a lot of hair there. So basically, I mean, you know, there's not a lot to do with that. You know, I've tried those lash building mascaras where you build on tubular whatever. Doesn't work with no lashes, people. They lie. So yeah, I just kind of wiggle a little bit, and I really don't like taking off mascara because it pulls around on your eyes at night, you know, like when you're taking it off. So I just kind of like try to use the lashes as much as possible. All right, so that's it for that. Now my last thing, and this is, okay, you guys, I'm gonna do one more question here, and then we're gonna do the lips and we're gonna be done. So, all right, I want to know how you get everything so even. I can't seem to pull that off. You know what? I don't even try to get it even. I just, you know what? I use my own facial features as my guide. So I don't look in the mirror and, you know, try to get it even to even. I just kind of try to get it in the same spot. Like this is like a dent in my face on one side. I got the same dent over here. So there it goes. My nose, I just, you know, and you know what? If it's not even, that's okay because our faces aren't even. So if we try to put on makeup evenly, then our face will look crooked. That's the way I see it. I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up as I go. All right. One more question. Okay. This is a good one, and we're going to end on this, and then I'm going to show you my deadly secret that you guys are going to want. How does your family, this is from Candace Bridgers. How does your family feel about you deciding not to get the doctor recommended treatment? You know what? They are 100% beside me, support me. I think at the beginning, if I had decided this, they would have been raising a little bit of HE double toothpicks. But after going through this with me, they trust me. They know that I do my research. They know that I don't take things lightly. And yeah, they support me 100%. I haven't had any arguments, any questioning, nothing from any of my kids. And I got a lot of kids. Total adult would be 6 kids because they're all married and have their spouses, which I consider my children, and I have good relationships with all 3 of their wives and my one son-in-law. So, and actually my one son-in-law is in the medical field, so he's even supportive. So I hope that answers your question. All right, now this is the last thing we're gonna do, and I'm sorry it went so long, but this is the way it goes. This stuff here is called Lip Sense. I got it from my dealer. She's my dealer. She is a distributor. I don't think you can buy it anywhere. You have to buy it from a distributor. But anyway, I can drop her link below if you're interested in this. This stuff stays on forever. So you shake it up really good. And this color right here is, I don't know, it's got a fancy French name, but anything is bright pink. It's my favorite color ever. So what I do, it's super easy. And it's one of those kind that tingles when it goes on. It kind of burns a little bit, actually, to be honest with you. After it goes on, hold on. And you can layer this like crazy and get it as thick as you want and dark as you want. I like it just kind of not. Then you have to let it dry and you look stupid in this. Then you put the gloss over. And the gloss makes it stay. And keeps it. I don't even know if I hit my lips. Voila. And there you have it. my makeup. All right, you guys, this has been fun. It's been long. I really apologize. And like I said, if I didn't get your questions, don't worry about it. We'll have another sit down and I'll do more question and answers with you guys. This is Too Cute for Cancer. If you're not following my journey, and I apologize for the siren going by. It's the worst time to film, sorry. And you want to join us, we have a great community, and hit that subscribe button. You know what to do. You know what to do. And I will see you guys on Sunday for Too Cute for Cancer.